Nearly 10 years ago, pop star Karol G gave an interview to a Colombian TV station. "I've always had this project in my head," she said, relaying her observations of the Latin pop landscape. "I'm vying for that spot that's been missing since Shakira. There hasn't been a woman who's really gone global." She was right. Shakira has been breaking records since the late 90s, reinventing herself, first teen pop star, then rocker and crossover queen, and now cemented, with the success of her breakup anthem Bzrp Music Session 53, as a global behemoth. But even amid the current wave of women in reggaeton, no one has matched her genre-crossing ambition and girl-next-door celebrity. Karol G popped up in the 2010s as something of a cool girl sidekick to male stars like Nicki and Bad Bunny, but quickly added her own spin, songs about heartbreak, sexual agency and cheeky vernacular, and kiss-off lyrics, all delivered with laid-back cool and a powerfully melodious voice. She sings about feeling sexy like a Catwoman in Gatubela and declares herself a big shot la Bichota. Your Bad Bunny broke records by topping Billboard's mainstream pop album chart twice with Spanish-language albums. And now Karol G's latest album, Mañana Será Bonito, has become the first ever by a woman to do the same, an event in a genre where women's albums as opposed to singles have struggled to break through. A testament to timing and her commitment to her vision. Like Shakira, Carolina Geraldo Navarro started out in her teens. At 14, she auditioned for Colombia's youth version of The X Factor, El Factor XS, in 2006 and was eliminated before the finals. Her breakout finally came the next year, with a self-penned romantic song called Amor de Dos, where she played the good girl girlfriend to Nicki Jam's Bad Boy. It sounded like an Ashanti-style hit from the aughts, and the song's success earned her a record deal from Warner. Like most of the other women breaking out in reggaeton and Latin trap, she started collaborating with the biggest men in the genre to get a global following, including Ozuna, Maluma, and Bad Bunny. Her first solo album, Unstoppable, came out in 2017 and featured In Your Face sexuality, as in Muñeco de Lego, a Latin trap track with clever lyrics like Mi Muñeco de Lego bienvenido a mi juego. Hey, Lego piece, welcome to my game. She started dating Puerto Rican rapper Anuel AA, and their collaborations took her into the Billion Streams Club. In 2018's Culpables, Guilty, and 2019's Secreto, they leaned into their celebrity coupledom, teasing how they'd kept their relationship a secret. A cool and non-threatening sexiness stabilized her popularity, but she still lacked the uniqueness to stand out. As with most Latin pop stars, Karol G has stayed resolutely apolitical throughout her career. In interviews, she has seemed uncomfortable with the term feminist, and she faced massive backlash for an obtuse tweet about racial harmony that celebrated a white dog with black spots around the time of the 2020 Black Lives Matter protests. And she's been critiqued for using Anuel's celebrity, he's Afro-Latino, to sell a bad girl image. Despite certain aesthetic shifts, she continued to espouse a frictionless kind of celebrity. In 2020 she dyed her black hair an acidic blue, giving her normie image a bit of an alternachine that quickly caught on among her tween fans. On Instagram, she said the blue era was meant to symbolize tranquility, protection, health, understanding, power, stability, intelligence, generosity as well as sadness, nostalgia, pain and empathy. What didn't it mean? Since then, she's opted for red and then green hair, a signposting of her moods and musical eras. Ultimately, it was Karol G's ability to interpret relationship fractures and her tapping into the zeitgeist that kept her in the spotlight. Leaning into Colombian vernacular led to her biggest hit, 2019's Tusa, a Paisa regional expression that refers to women's heartbreak and inspired a whole 80s music genre known as Música de Tusa, or Música de Plancha. She recently performed a duet with one of the genre's queens, Miriam Hernandez. From there, her triumphant subsequent releases made it feel like she was on a victory lap, claiming her image on her terms. They also showed her most significant departures from middle ground norms. In 2020's Bichota, she sings about looking for a guy who can wreck her, but crows that nobody can keep up with her boom boom. Bichota is Puerto Rican slang, the term itself translated from English big shot, bicho, which she repurposed in femme form as Bichota. Technically it means drug lord, though she repurposed the term to mean a bad bitch or an empowered woman. She then faced more backlash, this time for being a bad representation of Latino women. In the latter part of her career, Karol G has worked with women more than ever. In El Maquinan, an empowering bop with an I, she sings about having been on her own since she was 16 and staying ahead of imitators. Gato Malo, with Argentine Nady Peluso, is a rocker rendering of Musica de Plancha, with lyrics where she coyly waves goodbye to an ex. Geraldo had long been wanting to collaborate with Shakira, so it felt like a full-circle moment when they worked together after Karol G's 2021 split with Annual. Shakira has only ever recorded songs with two women, Rihanna and Beyoncé, so this collaboration felt like an anointment. Last year, while Shakira was in the midst of her Boy by Singles trilogy, the pair worked on the Karol G penned Te Quid Grande, I Got Too Big For You. Annual seemingly jumped into the tabloid fray to comment on it. They gave me the opportunity to be here, she said. Now she's part of that history herself.